And ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Path of Exile as you're playing through as a Necromancer on Hardcore Solo Self-Found on the Settlers League as a complete noob. I don't have that many characters that have got past or got this far in the game. I think it's the fourth character we've got. Sorry, that's a quick cough. This is the fourth character we've ever got to Act 4, and we've never finished Act 4, so I'm a complete noob to this game. So welcome back to this series, where we're slowly trying to play through and complete the game as a Hardcore Solo Self-Found. Last episode we finished off Act 3. We took out Dominus, he wasn't too bad, up in the Scepter of God. I think there's a waypoint there, I may have missed a waypoint. Never mind, probably not going to go back there. And we're now making our way to the first town, or the town in Act 4. Which I can't remember what it's called, but there's an encampment that's just at the end of this aqueduct. So today's intention for the video will be for us to complete the Dried River bedricks down here and get into the mines, which is this location here. The mines are like here, and then there's a second mine level, and that splits off into two areas where we have to go and fight two bosses. We're going to go take on those two bosses. Once that's completed, we'll probably end this episode, because in the next episode, which will be in 2 days time, on Thursday, will be us completing this act, will be us taking on Piety. So the corrupted version of Piety, which we fight in this act, has been our biggest problem so far as a hardcore player. We've just not been able to kill her. That may be incorrect at the time of recording this, because by the time this is released, but that is correct by the time of recording this. By the time this video is released, we may have beaten her on a Ruthless campaign. So we've got a I've been streaming a Ruthless run, so I recorded this a week ago. So we've been doing a Ruthless run, and we've just got to Act 4, we've just got to the camp just up ahead, which is this location here. So we may have been able to finish Act 4 on the Ruthless, but I don't know just yet, because obviously I've not finished that stream. I plan on streaming it tonight, where we'd be taking on Piety, but obviously by tonight, of recording, not of release of the video. Very confusing that. So let me know how I got on with Piety, because I just don't know yet. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this game. I really am enjoying Path of Exile. It's such a fun game. It's a shame that the Path of Exile 2 has been delayed up until, is it the 6th of December? So, never mind, it's just been delayed. Hopefully we can finish this hardcore run before the 6th of December. But if not, we'll continue on this this series. If we don't manage to take on Piety before then, never mind. Or not Piety, if we don't manage to finish the story before then, we'll just okay, I've got 4 inventory. I'm not going to be able to make room for that, that's fine. Is that any good? No, it's not what we need. So if you don't manage to finish the story by the time, or even finish most of the end game by the time Path of Exile 2 comes out, this series will continue. I'll focus on Path of Exile 2, but I'll do 1 or 2 videos a week on a hardcore series just to get end game. So I'm not going to completely abandon this series when Path of Exile 2 comes out. When I've finished most of the end game and maybe got some of these challenges done on a hardcore, if I've even got them done on a Ruthless, that'd be perfect. Then we'll switch over to Path of Exile 2 permanently. Well, like, longer term. Because I can't say permanently because I don't know if I'm going to do it forever. I enjoy action RPGs. My channel's kind of moving away from MMOs that we're doing in the past, and I'm focusing mainly on action RPGs at the moment. I think I'm probably going to keep doing that in the foreseeable future. So I enjoy action RPGs. They're fun. It has got lightning resistance. No, we're going to keep that. I think we're going to get enough resistances as it is. The only thing we're going to miss is chaos resistance, which is why we have... Okay, that's actually better, but it hasn't got the sockets, so that's fine. The one thing we are going to miss is a bit of chaos resistance, which is why we're keeping this chest piece here. So we've got 50 chaos resistance with that. And energy shield, fire resistance. Okay, we don't need you. So what are we doing with this Necromancer? This Necromancer is essentially, well, it is in the name. It's a Necromancer. So we're focusing predominantly on, we look on the map here, with this skill tree. We've got a lot of our minions, Enduring Bond, we've got Lord of the Dead, so we've got a lot of, essentially buffing our minions as much as possible. We are now going to make our way down here on the skill tree. So we've got this Sanctity down here. So we want to grab Sovereignty, which is just here. So we're going to go, as we make our way down, we're going to grab this one, go around this way. grab sovereignty, and then after that, then we're going to want to grab this redemption. So that's how many levels is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels there. 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay, so we've got to get 9 levels. Ideally, I'd like to have redemption in the bag before we get to piety. So if at the end of this video, if we haven't got those 9 levels we required, we will do some farming. We'll do some farming before the next episode. Before we take on piety, I want to be as strong as we can. I want to max out my my lightning resistance dropped, and my cold resistance. Interesting. I want to max out my resistances, particularly my lightning resistance. I think piety does lightning damage. Chaos resistance is not much we can do about that, but we'll try and get it as high as possible. So we'll probably drop back in once we get to the boss in the dried riverbed. There is a boss down there, so we'll see in a second. So I'm not sure what gives it. Must be one of my buffs down here. Something's given me resistances. So our resistances have shot up since we've come into this area. I'm not sure what it is. So we just need another, is it 26 more lightning resistance, and that'll be capped, which would be very useful. 26 is achievable. We'll probably have to do a bit of crafting, but it is achievable. Right, so now we need to go find this boss. And we're back. So we've got a little mini boss here. Royal Purity. Okay. Yes. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's a good sign. I have struggled on that guy a couple times. He hasn't killed me, but I have struggled. He has taken a lot of damage before, so that's a good sign. Especially as I didn't even use my flesh offering, which is a skill above my head now, which just makes it 1 million stronger. So that's a very good sign. So I think the next time we're going to jump back is actually when we get into the mines. There's a couple of things we can do in there. There's like the fork before we get to the room of piety, or the area of piety. So we're going to jump back in when we get to that little fork area. There's 2 pathways we can go down, which we'll go and farm both pathways for a bit, get a bit of experience, and that's really it. Because we've got another level, so now we just need how many more levels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still need 7 levels. Hang on, I must have done my math wrong earlier. We now need 7 levels. And if you're wondering what I'm doing for this build as well, there is a link in the description down below to the build, which is called the Chaos Minion Army Necromancer build. I think it's on Maxi Roll I'm using. It's quite a good build. It's working quite well for us. Also, we haven't died yet. We did die on our Juggernaut earlier, on the very first character we tried in hardcore. We did die on him because I was guessing. And then my Gladiator, I just did a build and that didn't work for me. Before we go into the mines, have figured something out. So you've got these divination cards you pick up as you play. I've figured out what you're using for. So if you will, I figured out, I just kind of guessed, clicked the sky by accident. If you trade divination cards, it has here, this is a scholar, gives me 40 scrolls of wisdom. I need 3 out of 3. So once you stack 3 of these cards, you can trade in. There we go. Just got an achievement called Soothsaying, hand in a full set of divination cards. Nice. This one is kind of the one I wanted. 17 of these. Huge upgrade. So now ideally, I think we need more than 17 to be able to craft it. But we can now in theory. I use theory very loosely. Okay, well, that's the wrong tab. So if we get all of these out, there's this helmet here. I want this with 3 reds. Because I really want this. So we're going to try and roll this a few times. And if it doesn't, we'll use 3 more, 2 more. Okay, that didn't work. That's fine. Because I know we can craft it. Let's put Scrolls of Wisdom in there. I put the Portal Scrolls in there by accident. Oh, yeah, there you go. Because you can craft it. If I go to my hideout, and I can't remember how much it costs. We'll find out in a second. So if I put the helmet into here, this is what we're going to do between this episode and the next episode. So here we can change these affixes. So we want 4. So we want 3 green, 4 red, 3 red. Where are you? 3 red sockets. There you go. It costs 120 of those orbs. That's so expensive, but you are guaranteed to get 3 reds. So fine. Right, back to where we were, and we'll see you when we get to the mine. We're actually going to farm. We're going to quickly do another clear of the dried lake, just because it's quite a good experience. Really quick to do. I want to obviously try and level up as much as possible, trying to squeeze out as much experience and levels, because I want to get sovereignty and this before we fight. Before we even get close to piety. We're doing another clear. One, I forgot to put down my Chaos Elemental. He's pretty cool. Looks like Chaos Elemental is granting you additional physical damage reduction. That's pretty good. Right, so we want to identify this. We just had this drop. Plus 20 strength and intelligence. Recover 1 life on kill. Go on onslaught on nearby enemies on kill. My onslaught chaotic might. That's pretty cool. That's not good for our class, but that's pretty cool. I do like finding random items like that. And looking at that, how long does this guy stay on for? Cast time doesn't actually say how long he lasts for. That's pretty cool though. He's going to last for a while, I hope. So he now obviously reduces some of the physical damage I take, which is a huge boon. I was a bit worried there that my Sentinels wouldn't spawn, but they spawn as well. So our minion army is slowly getting stronger. Obviously, he should be affected by my boons as well for my other minions. So as we level up the other minions, he should be affected by those as well. Perfect. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I need more mana.
So we are now here with the Gemling Queen. So this is going to be the last part of this video. We're going to split down each of these branches. Each branch has a boss at the end. So we've got Kayum's Dream and Deso's Dream. So we're going to go into each of the dreams. They're their own like instanced area. So yeah, we just plow through. I think there's a couple areas to go take out or to clear through, and then there's a boss at the very end. You can see we're actually quite strong. We're not going to show you all my skills just yet. We'll go through all the skills at the very end of this episode. I have put a few skill points down, and I think we almost have one of the skills we're aiming for. So we are quite strong. And gear wise, we haven't really upgraded our gear at all. We did do a couple more runs around the Dried Lake just for a little bit more experience, and we didn't really get anything useful. So hey, that is where we stand at the moment. We don't want that flask. Yes, this area is pretty easy. Just want to grab these. These can be quite good. 3 packs of monsters, yes please. We did get a really good Vol gem, which gives me summon skeletons, which you might look at doing later on, because it did actually have quite a lot of summons, quite a lot of minions we can summon every 20 seconds, and I think they're permanent, or if they're not permanent, they last the whole 20 seconds, so I can just keep spamming it. But we're going to just push through this area. It isn't too bad. I wouldn't mind doing this explosives, the dynamite quest that involves us going through the mines. The mines I think can give you good rewards if you get quite deep into it. But at the moment we don't have enough fuel to go into the mine, or to go any deeper, I should say. Okay, we think we're almost through this map here. So we'll probably jump in when we get to. So this is essentially this entire map. There's 2 areas like this. We'll just jump in when you get to the boss at the very end. Here we are against Kaum. This is the first of the bosses. I just want to keep moving. Okay, he's got some minions just chopped down. And he is... Okay, we took a bit of damage there, but this is fine. Yeah, he melted. That wasn't as worrying as I thought it would be. But that's completely fine. We could probably drop... we don't need this. We can make room for... That's the first one down. Now we can go back and find the next one. I think the other one is in like an arena area, which is pretty cool. So we'll see you when you get to the next boss. Hopefully, it's actually proves to be a little bit more difficult than that one. Kaum died very quickly. So we're now reached the grand arena. The place before this one here, is just a kind of like a load of trenches. It's not too bad. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think the main good thing about this character is that we've got this ice blink, or frost blink, which we didn't have last time. So this one is an actual blink. So before we're using a leap on our other characters, a leap you can still get hit while you're midair. Blinks you won't get hit in midair. It's really useful because you're obviously not in midair. You physically teleport, which is really good. So we can use. I want to use blink as much as possible. We're probably going to use it a lot when we fight against Piety, which obviously will be once again next episode. So it'll probably show us get all the way to the boss here. In this arena place, it looks like there's an illusion of choice. There's no choice. Just go left. If you go right, you will take out a load of mobs. But if you go right, you won't really go anywhere. You'll just go to another arena, you kill a load of mobs, and you have to come back in yourself. So you'll see it through this door over here, this passageway. Now when it opens, boop, there you go. And then it'll come up with a decision up here. Once again, it's an illusion of choice. If you go right, it's normally right. It might be wrong, but every time I've gone right, you have to come back on yourself anyway. So if you just go left or straight forward, you'll then move on to the next arena. Then, okay, yeah, we are going the right way because these are mini bosses. Look how quick these remind me of the Ancients from Diablo 2. They are strong. They are normally strong. Then if you go left again, yeah, so you can just see here, we're going to go through this passageway. Then there should be the last fight in here. And let all my mobs just kill everything as we run through. And this should be it. Let's have a look here. What's it called? The Ring of Blades. This is the boss. Take these out. And here is the boss. Dereso. Or Deso? Yeah, fine. Just as long as we can avoid his attacks, we'll be just fine here. Okay, he's gone through phase 1. And there we go, phase 2 again. Just need to avoid his attacks again. There he goes back into, he's now into his 3rd phase. And just keep moving. And if we stand still for a couple of seconds, it's now into another phase. Got so much shield now, it's loads of health. Just need to be careful because obviously chaos damage can go through my shield. There we go. Easy as that. So that is, we go through Highgate. Waypoint to the Crystal Veins. And if we go and talk to the Gemling Queen, we've completed. She's going to shoot this. In the belly of the beast is Piety. I think actually, you know what? We're going to try and take Piety out. We're going to quickly go do a bit of farming to get redemption. And let's look at my defenses. Okay, I think we're in a good place. I think we might be able to do Piety. So we're going to sort our inventory out. We're going to level up again. We'll see you when we get to Piety. We will do it this time. We will. I think we can do it. I hope we can do it. Oh, we may have just had a good drop. We've got this cloth belt. We've got a load of random items in my inventory. We've been farming this here for a while. So Dex, max mana, reduce flask usage, non-unique flask utilities used. Okay, that's not as good as I thought it'd be. Okay, so we are trying to get one last level, and then we'll go and take on Piety. So I've been farming this place for a while. I'm currently level 47, so I want to be level 48 before we go in. And I think, yeah, she's just down here. So we just want to level up, and then we'll come and fight her. We're getting really close. I'm really excited for this. I think we've got a good chance to win. And here we go. So I finally got this one. Righteous Army. So my minions will regenerate really quickly. The next load of skills we're going to go for is this up here. Mystic Bulwark, which will be the next we go for. So happy. So we're in a good place. We got these new boots. Increases the raised zombie. I think we've got zombie in here. We do have raised zombie, good. So zombies are slightly stronger. That's really it. Our gear isn't perfect, but it's not bad. Then I ideally want to upgrade this, but once again, it doesn't really matter because as long as it's got something that increases our minions' attack damage, that's really what we use it for. Minions are the priority. Have got this. We could get clarity, sight, and vitality, get bonus for those. Actually, we're going to probably go and do that if we find a support for these two. So before we go in, we're going to see if we find a support. I did a little bit of running around. Couldn't find anything that will go into this to support these two. I found some, but they weren't useful. So here we go. Bowels of the Beast. Let's give us a go. Come on, Piety. Right, there she is. So we need to make sure we blink to dodge as much damage as possible. Right. Dodge her attacks. Note to self, dodge her attacks. She should do a laser beam in a second. There's a laser beam. Dodge. Nice. Laser beam's coming back round. Dodge. Good. And laser beam's coming back round. Dodge it again. Ha! Easy. Why didn't I do it the first 2 times? Yes. So happy about that. Right, can I talk to her?
Twice I've underestimated.
We can now listen to the story as well.
Twice now that your talents have proved to exceed even mine. So it looks like you'll be the one to finish what I so blindly started. Part of me wishes I'd died at your feet as was intended. The little girl within me that shies from darkness, from greatness. It was Malachi who reached out to me, who wrapped me in nightmare, made me his slave. He has shown me greatness beyond imagining, so much that I thought my mind would shatter under its weight. And although my mind remains intact, my dreams were not so fortunate. Malachi is in the beast's black core right now, harnessing all that the beast is and will be. He will destroy this world and forge it anew in the divine image of Nightmare. Yet as powerful as Malachi has become, he is neither unreachable nor invulnerable. He sacrificed much to become the beast's prime servant, both in spirit and in flesh, yet 3 vital organs remain. His heart, lungs, and entrails, keepsakes of humanity lost. They will be our tickets into Malachi's private little show. Venture deeper, deep into Nightmare's abattoir. I'll follow when I'm able. You find me those organs, and I'll get us into the black core.
Okay, so Piety. Looks like there is a bigger bad, not above Piety, called Malachi. But we'll have to face that in the next episode. I thought this would be the end of Act 4, but looks like we go a little bit further. So, an abominable spirit. That's not the mission we're on. Eternal Nightmare. Piety has revealed that Malachi is in control of the beast and is residing in the black core. Find your way inside and kill him. Okay, that will do. For this episode, we'll continue to hopefully finish Act 4. Now, Party's over. I'm so happy about this. This was our biggest stumbling block. Our minions made it through. And on that note, we'll be back in 2 days' time as we finish Act 4, hopefully. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And as per usual, 2 links in the description down below. Our Discord, feel free to join the Discord, join the community. It's a small community, but slowly growing. And then there's a link to Mrs Rothmers, my other half's YouTube channel. If you like Lord of the Rings lore or Game of Thrones lore, feel free to take a look. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and peace out.